All right, hello everybody. We're here today with the Agility 4 winners finals between Prestige and Requiem. I'm Mikkel and I'm joined here with Squidz.
What is up,
And
everyone?
today we definitely got an interesting match. Agility 4 has definitely been, I'd say, probably one of the best tournaments we've ran in 8 Deluxe's history so far. Gotten 64 teams, which is the most. It's almost matching the number of teams that we got for MKU Season 9. So,
Damn, really?
yeah, we got
Yeah,
66 teams for Season 9. So,
Jeez, even I didn't know that. That's kind of crazy, actually. A lot more teams than I thought taking part. But yeah, it just goes to show how many teams are willing to compete. Sorry, and just the amount of skill here is insane. Like, I think every single top teams basically here, right?
mhm.
Every single team that took part in Division One, same with Division Two, I think as well. Um, Assuming Mushroom Team played as two teams, not one.
Yeah, they did play as 2 teams. Basically,
Okay, yeah.
every team who played, that was still alive actually played in Agility 4. But, as you know, every Agility has its own kinda gimmick. We had
It
track
does.
bans in Agility 3. This time we have neutral starts, which are, the first race of each war. Each team has to pick one of, 8 pre-selected tracks, which are Dry Dry Desert, Twisted Mansion, Donut Plains 3, Cheeseland, Retro Mario Circuit, Grumble Volcano, Yoshi Circuit, and Animal Crossing.
And the thing is with, these starters, as, quite a lot of people pointed out, as you could probably just see, there's quite a lot of, bagging tracks, or what's considered bagging tracks. So we've got Dry Desert, Cheeseland, and GBA Mario Circuit all as a starter track. So what's interesting about that is if teams pick it, race 1, obviously they can't pick it. It's off the tables for the rest of the war. And so they might have to consider going a different bagging track once they feel like they need to, or B just not go a bagging track at all and just find a different alternative.
And yeah, I mean, one of the main reasons why all these tracks were selected as stars is, well, as you said, the bagging factor. And I mean, the most neutral tracks in the game are obviously bagging tracks, since if you're
Mm.
first, you're definitely not going to keep first the whole way to start
Yeah.
running because of just, I mean, for one, how long some of these tracks are, like Dredger Desert, Cheeseland. Obviously, there's a lot of timing and sets for the shock to be pulled, and there's no like straight up advantage. Like if you're top five, you originally just be like, okay, let's go Warriors Stadium, and you're kind of set just from there, unless
Mhm.
obviously the team you're playing is way more skilled. But because of these bagging tracks, it kind of neutrals the playing field. So this, like, how fast you can join the room doesn't really have an effect on the start of the
Yeah.
war.
Yeah, most definitely. And just looking at these starters, there's only one real front runner I can see here, which is Grumble Volcano. And I do believe, for the most part, when teams have been starting in top spots for agility, this agility specifically, they've been picking Grumble Volcano simply because the other tracks just don't really cut it and don't really help with all the top spots you got.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Grumble Volcano is, like, even if it is, let's say, more like front favorable, there's still a bunch of drafting spots originally before
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
main cut.
Most definitely. I think just in general, it's considered more so of a drafting track rather than a front runner, but I think it's kind of a mix between both.
Oh yeah, for
The
sure.
Grumble Volcano as well. The very last item set on Grumble Volcano, I don't know what it is about it. It's just broken as hell. Like you can pull really stupid, like really broken items, and like what, not even that far away from first place. I don't know why, and I'm not
I
sure if that is
Yeah,
just personal experience.
I
I'm
definitely
sure it
couldn't tell you
isn't,
either.
but
But
it's insane.
I think we should take a little look at the bracket and the teams that are still remaining on
Let us do
today.
that.
So we have the top 12 teams at the start of the day remain. There's only 8 or so now.
Mm,
So we start off today with StarClan versus XI. StarClan put off the upset when they're barely winning by 12 or so.
damn.
And then Euphoria versus Arcadia actually came out in the last race. It was between 4 points, and then Arcadia got like a plus 20 or something. So they're not playing StarClan Nebula. World Friend Star versus Blizzard was pretty clear cut. World Friend just kind of took that 573 to 411, and then RK won against Mushroom Team, but we don't have the exact score yet, so that's just gonna maintain as a 1-0 on the bracket for now. So You have StarClan versus Arcadia going into WF Moon, and we'll talk about how they got there later on, and then WS Star versus RK going to face the winner of High Definition in about 5 minutes. But today we're gonna take a little look at Requiem versus Prestige. So if you could get a little bit of a path there, that'd be great on how they got there. But one thing I want to point out is WS Star was the 1 seed, and they got taken down by their their
Yeah,
second team,
but
WF
I
Moon.
yeah, I think there's kind of a little bit of controversy behind that. People are wondering if it's intentional, if it's not. We don't know. Quite frankly, we don't have the answer. It might. I actually do believe it could have been just a huge upset because World Friend Moon definitely are a sleeper team. They did. They have just come out from winning Division Two in in the most recent MKU season. Um, so I think World Friend Moon, I don't wanna say they're a sleeper team because everyone knows they're a good team. It's just everyone they're kind of overshadowed a bit by, World Friend Star, obviously. But
Mhm.
yeah, it is still it is quite weird seeing, the second team take the W over the first team, but well, it's what it is sometimes.
I mean, one thing about World Friend Moon is in their D2 playoff run, they never even dropped a game. They went 6-0
Yeah,
just straight up.
it's it's actually nuts.
So yeah, but World Friend Moon had to run into Prestige. Prestige took them off. It was a pretty
Mm.
narrow war, and that's how they got there. Requiem, I'm not totally sure how they.
Um,
Oh, they beat High Definition.
they did, yeah. They just beat High Definition by, I think, around 20.
Yeah, it was around
Uh
20 to 30.
And then before that, they had to fight against, EU1, I think, um, which they, won quite comfortably, unless that is EU2 and I'm just being stupid. I can't tell with the names, with the EU names. I've never been able to tell the difference between EU1 and EU2's names.
Nubis' team one and Raw's
Okay,
team two,
right.
but
Alright.
obviously this match is about Prestige versus Requiem. So if we could take a little
Yeah.
look at the lineups between the two, you'll see that on Prestige's side we have Angel, Julian, Roberto, Ryan, Sebas, and Tynan, and we're gonna be watching Tynan's point of view today.
Yeah,
And
and on the side of, Requiem, we have Athaway, Deum, Les, Nitro, Ro, and Toad. I think kind of a s they're the kind of lineups you'd expect from both teams, really.
I don't know, because I mean Requiem, yeah, I'd say that's kind of the lineup they've been rolling with. That core five of Atha, Dam, Les, Nitro, and Ro has definitely been
Mm.
the main core that they've rolled with, and then they usually have someone else playing as their six. But I mean, with Prestige, Angel's kind of been in and out with the lineups recently. Sometimes they might have like Kai playing or maybe Soman, but Roberto, Ryan, Sebas, and their new addition of Tynan definitely have helped them out.
Oh, yeah. I think Roberto is, one of the few, members of Prestige who have shown up in every single, Prestige war on stream,
I
which I
mean,
think is
he's
kind of
good.
crazy.
Like
Well,
if
yeah, yeah, most definitely considered probably one of the best inward players, inward drifting biking players in the world, so
yeah, I'd say one of, if not the best, besides maybe a few Japanese players. But I mean, Prestige, I'd say just a few months ago, were like totally dominant and showed dominance across
yeah,
everything. They were
they
winning
did.
every tournament. They had a pretty solid run in MKU, barely almost won their conference. And I believe they went to the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken.
Um, I can't remember. That was actually already so long ago. Like, coming up to, like, a month ago now, right? Maybe a bit
Yeah.
less?
But
Oh,
Requiem
jeez.
and Prestige were obviously in the same conference in MKU, and that came down to the last week. But Requiem took it over them. So Requiem got the semi-final, I guess, like bye. But Prestige, I think, had to win the round one. Actually, yeah, they did. Prestige won 2-0 against Starkland. But both these teams lost in the semifinals, so
Oh,
it's going to be a bit of a close matchup here. We should be going up in about a minute. Looks like Ryan's is the host.
right. Who do you think is gonna take it, Mikkel?
I don't know. I think I my gut says Prestige, but I'm not really totally sure. Like I think it's gonna be pretty close. It's either gonna be really close or one team just has all the momentum, just totally breaks
Yeah,
away.
it is tough. As I've, said, Prestige has been on stream, quite a lot. The other hand, Requiem, not so much. Like, when you think of, teams that have been, highlighted on NKC. Oh, that's a tongue twister. You think of Prestige, HD, World Friend Star, and Requiem. They've been on stream a couple times, but not enough for me to know actually like their kind of play style because I haven't, from personal experience, played them that much myself. I know the players, but how they all play together, I'm not sure. Although I guess that um, I'm trying to think. JBZZ, quite a lot of players here I think were either part of JPP, JBZZ, and maybe a couple of Dejulo as well.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
it's mainly been that friend group playing for a long time, and I think Requiem
yeah.
really hasn't been featured a lot because a lot of them just straight up just don't stream, so
Oh,
you
really?
don't really get to see them often. Yeah, like I think Nitro's really the only one that streams matches in their lineup, and
Oh,
he didn't
damn.
really want to be casted today. But I mean, Prestige, WF Star, like they all always make it to the final stages of the tournament, so that's
Yeah.
pretty much why you see them often.
All
But
right.
it's nice to see new teams show up sometimes like Requiem and get the spotlight. And it looks like the room is up. There's only about 6 or 7 people in it at the moment, so might
I
have a
guess
little bit of
8.
a waiting time.
Yeah, got waiting for the last few people to join up here. And I'm kind of expecting Prestige to go with the Grumble Volcano pick here, race 1.
I
Um
think it really just depends what spots they are. But I mean,
oh
yeah,
yeah, well
Ryan's
yeah,
good
most
there.
definitely. Um if assuming they are most of the top spots, I mean obviously they may not be. I'm just assuming they are because they're host. But if they are top spots, they probably will go Grumble Volcano because I can't see them going any other track out of all the 8 starters um, to help with their top spots. Twisted Mansion, maybe if they're like top 2, 5, 6, 7 bottom, maybe.
I don't know.
Um,
There's a lot of potential strategy into
yeah,
these neutral picks. That in the long run, it just kind of comes down to if it's a bang track, it's gonna come down to who gets the shock and just like
yeah,
they're
that's
neutral
kind of
tracks
how
for
it
a
usually
reason.
is.
So that's kind of like what I really think it comes down to. So it still looks like there's 8 or so people in the room. So
Yeah, is
still
it
waiting on that.
still have to start by 10 minutes past?
Yeah, because the room opened at the hour.
Yeah.
But I mean, one thing about Prestige is obviously they've been kind of their lineup's been kind of affected. I'd say their main lineup because Despair I think has some things just to do IRL, so he's been taken out of commission for the next few months or so. But I mean, the addition of Tynan probably helps out a lot there. And he still has chemistry with a lot of people in Prestige because of a lot of these people were previously in Divine Phoenix, so
Yeah.
he knows a lot of them and has chemistry already. And not to say he's been playing with them for the whole tournament, so that can only really help there.
Yeah, I think it's only natural that Tynan would fit into Prestige well, because there are quite a lot. Well, I'm kind of just repeating what you've just said, basically. But yeah, there are quite a lot of people he already knows there, or knows decently well. So it's not difficult to fit in.
Yeah, judging by the just the way the room looks right now, it looks like it's pretty even. It looks like there's about 4 or so Prestige members and 4 Requiem, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they opt to go
Well, I can tell
for
you now
the
that's
starter
impossible since
pick.
there's 9 in the room.
All right, well, I guess I cannot count, but
Yeah. Oh, there's 10 now. As
all right. So there's Roberta. If you
yeah,
want,
there's
you
a
can
bit.
probably switch to the room, but let's see. I mean, I'd say these lines are pretty even. Obviously, these few teams they faced a lot over the past, I'd say, 3 years of this game coming out, albeit in different tags like Zealous, JBZZ. I think a few of these guys were in Drift Riders too. So there's definitely a lot of history between, I'd say, not even these teams, but just these players in general. And it's been definitely really heated in the past, but it seems things have chilled down now. Yeah, we're still waiting for a few more people to hop in the room, and then we should be good to go.
Yeah. I just realized I asked on who you think would take it, and you just decided that Prestige would probably just about take it. I never actually said my thoughts. I think it's going to be close. I could honestly see either team taking it. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say RE, but Requiem. But now I'm kind of having second thoughts.
I don't know. The thing I noticed with Requiem is like they're really momentum based. Like if they get a good race and they get their next track pick, like you can basically just say it's over at that point because they just keep running and running and running. But I don't know. Prestige definitely has this. They're definitely the same in terms of skill. Like either of these teams can take it against each other. But yeah, like someone in the chat is saying in their last matchup, I think yeah RE won. I think it was based on the last race. It was super close until then.
Hmm.
But yeah, still got about 4 more minutes for people to join the room.
Not gonna lie, I actually thought he was just gonna remove him from his best friends list right then.
I don't know. It seems like Julian may not be here. That might be the problem for Prestige's lineup.
Yeah, I think so. I don't see him in the room, so.
All right, so from what Ryan's is telling me, that Neo might sub in for Julian since Julian may have fallen asleep.
Oh dear.
So that's definitely gonna hurt. Yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt Prestige a lot.
Just saw Sketch come online. I was just about to ask if he was gonna sub instead, but nah.
I guess we'll find out as time goes on. But
that's Sebas.
There's Sebas, yeah. So just waiting on the last few people to hop in the room. Yeah, I mean Julian's definitely one of their strongest players. I'd say like, I mean he's master in lounge, but he's always like if he's in the front, you're not getting him out. Like he's dropped like lots of 140s and 150s. Like he's a force to be reckoned with, I'd say. And I mean with RE, they don't really have like I'd say like a quote unquote like best player. Like they can all hold the role really well.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, I think you might be onto something there.
Like it's always someone new like at the top, and it's always someone new at the bottom. Obviously, you have people like Les who do a lot of the pack play and just like go in and try and be as annoying as they can to the other team. But RE's definitely, I'd say, more balanced, quote unquote, in like their rules.
We'd like to highlight that we did just see Julian actually come online on the top left, so maybe he is just about woken up in time for the match. He might still be subbed anyway. Well,
there's 11 in the room, I believe. So
yeah. Oh, no, he's here. There we go.
Yeah. So we're gonna be getting underway pretty shortly. Let's see what these teams opt to go for their neutral starter track for race 1.
Yeah. I was talking about Prestige having top spots earlier, and now I think it's the opposite. We know that Prestige are at least bottom 2, maybe even bottom 3. So that's most definitely gonna impact what they decide to go for race 1.
It's not really sure what's holding up the room at the moment. They're probably just checking in with each other, making sure that everything's good to go. But besides that, I think we should be getting started pretty soon.
Yeah. I'm expecting Requiem to go Twisted Mansion here, because I think they've got like all the middle spots really. That's just an assumption.
Find out. Ryan's starting the room now, and we're gonna be getting underway.
Not too sure what Prestige are gonna go. I think it's gonna go Grumble.
Straight up immediately. Yeah, TM. So there we go. And I mean, I'd say if you're not like bottom 4, bottom 5, these are probably what you are expecting to see, like with mixed spots here. Instead, you probably see like a desert or a cheese then. But yeah, I mean TM obviously it has that straight away at the start plus the shroom shortcut at the very beginning, which is good if you're like 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean, both these tracks are actually beneficial to both teams, I think, because as you said, Grumble can be good for drafts, and even though it's Prestige's pick, quite a lot of RE are in the middle, so they can kind of eat all these yummy drafts for breakfast and see if they can build off of that. But we're gonna go to Twisted Mansion.
So we see Tynan starting in second. That's Ryan's in first. We'll see if Tynan opts to try and protect. Ryan's in first, so he's gonna go for his own box and has to get a shroom. But he's gonna get a, so if third place is a red or something, it's gonna be bad news for Tynan.
It's just shrooms, but that's still also bad because all of Requiem are gonna shroom up here. I think Requiem are now top 2, and this is maybe even top 3 for Requiem.
You see some people opting to bag in the back. TM, obviously, it's a pretty long track, so shocks can happen quite often here. Although there's a lot of Wallabies in the room, so it's unclear who it is at the moment.
Yeah, we see a lot of Requiem up here right now. That's a nice trail on who, I don't know who that was. We couldn't see who. Oh, Ryan's being taken out with Rose Horn there.
I think this is top 3 for Requiem at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like it. 4-5
right
for
now.
Prestige.
Twonk's probably just gonna need to pray for his shroom, but he gets fired. This actually might be more helpful if Ari doesn't have shrooms. That's a good place, and he gets out Ro, but he's gonna have to hold the horn here. Yeah.
Well, but there's a blue, and Ro cannot hit the blue now. So whoever it is in first, they're gonna have to eat the blue instead. Looks like they dodged it anyway.
The shroom, yeah. Twonk may want to hold on to the star for just a little bit in case there is a shock in play. Obviously, Prestige is one of the Wallabies in the back there, judging by the amount of people.
He's holding it. He's not using it.
Although he may just be saving for this cut here and then chain into the next set.
Yeah, we do see
no, he's going around.
You do see Les just coming out the star as well. I think Prestige might have it.
I mean, the top 6 and bottom 6 is pretty divided. Although he's just gonna opt to use a star here. Should have enough speed to just get through the cut fine. But he's gonna have this fire, so maybe he's gonna. You see Dave in front of him. Les is also behind him, so we'll have to see what he does. And that's out the way in 5th.
A ghost in 7th behind the fire. We'll have to see what he does with the fire first. You're gonna throw it up? No, there's Roberto here. Athway's gonna be taking out anyway. Dame's gonna be trailing.
And
they're gonna take out each other.
Oh. And he's just gonna have to hope that he gets streams from this boo. He spams it, and he's gonna
a banana.
So this is gonna be the last phase for him.
Yeah.
But Ari's looking like 10-11 right now.
Well, can he take? Yeah, he's gonna take it.
So we'll have to see who took over in the front there. That's gonna be Toad holding down first, but that's gonna be 2, 3, 5, 6 for Prestige.
Yeah, that's probably that's a winning race for Prestige by a couple of points, I'd say.
Yeah, the 2, 3, 5, 6 should be good, but that 1, 4 is definitely gonna help neutral out the race.
Yeah. Because Requiem got 1, 4, 6, was it? But they also did get like 9, 10, 12. So yeah, it's a pretty even race, but probably a bit more in Prestige's favor.
Yeah, it's definitely a neutral race. I'm not sure what the race course is looking like at the moment. But we see ED on no, it's actually gonna be RMC for Requiem, so they're probably just gonna opt to bag again.
Right. I'm probably gonna go quickly have a double check at those race results so we can put it in the scoreboard assistant real quick.
So Twonk's probably gonna opt to bag here since he's starting in 11th, and RMC is definitely one of the more forgiving tracks in terms of where you start off. Yeah, he's just gonna. He's not gonna go for the set at the start, but he's just gonna hop around and see what he can do. Since this is one of the, I'd say the shortest bagging tracks in the game, so if you do get, you really only have like 2 sets to pull the shock and have an effective use with it. But we see, I believe that is Requiem in bottom 2 plus 8 or 9th for Dayan here. But we'll see how hard Twonk opts to bag him.
Right. I have returned.
Do we know what the race scores are?
Yes. We do now. It was 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 11 for Prestige. This is a pretty even race.
So
what's
at the moment?
Okay, yeah. I thought that was a shark Ray was holding. It wasn't. It was a golden. I'm just blind.
Yeah, but you see a lot of already back here. Twonk's gonna slow down, make sure and see what Athaway has, but doesn't look like it's anything at the moment. And he's gonna get this bill, so he's pretty much gonna have no chance to pull the shock unless he's gonna try and actually go out of bounds here and use it. But it doesn't look like anyone has a shock unless Hathaway has it behind his bill.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of bills in bottom 3 right now, what you can see.
I'd assume Prestige is in first, but whoever's in first has a decent sized lead at the moment.
At the moment, this is all of RE at the back, apart from Prestige. Apart from Tynan, sorry.
And he's gonna build his one ends, but it's a lot of RE back here still. But this pack's close besides first place.
It's all of RE with streams though.
There's a blue, but there's a shock. And Twonk's in second already. He's gonna take first like firmly, and Sebas
is gonna get second as well. I think that's probably another one of Prestige getting third. I would assume. Probably chained the shock into boxes. Yeah.
It's gonna be a top 3, 5, 9, 11 for Prestige. It's gonna be a very large winning race for Prestige there.
It makes you wonder when they pulled that shock, right? Because
I think that had to be like the set before.
Yeah, because everyone in lap at the end of lap 2, only had Bills in bottom 3, and most of it was RE. So it's either Prestige somehow pulled that shock in like 9th at the end of lap 2, which I think is unlikely, or they pulled it at the first set of lap 3, which I think is probably what happened.
Yeah, so Prestige gonna opt to go with Wario Stadium. Definitely, I'd say the best front running track you can get in the game.
I don't know,
It's
dude.
up there. All right,
It's up there, but the thing is, if you're quite a lot of top spots, like if you're top 3, top 4, the bumps can kind of mess you up. Because if you bump each other wide in turn 1 and turn 2, you're going to lose a lot of time. And if you're starting in like 4, 5, 6, you can kind of just draft up, and the people who are at the top are going to get bumped out. And then next thing you know, half your top presence is already gone.
I mean, obviously, it doesn't really matter because we're on Dry Desert, and this is probably the most shock-heavy track that you can get.
Yeah, I think so.
But Twong's just
think
gonna
that's
opt to run, which is, I mean, one of the
Whoa.
more uncommon things we see. I think there's only like 4 or 5 people running, and the rest are just gonna show back and try to get a dodge. You see whoever's in last is really going for it, but obviously, shock can't come out until the first 30 seconds have passed. But that is, I think that's Les and Hathaway behind him in 2-3.
I think Les was taken out, or he just decided to slow down a bit. I think there's a red being sent to Tynan right now. Will there be a second one? No, it's going to be sent to Rowe instead, so he's going to hold on to his first place for now.
He's going to need defense here, though.
Yeah, he doesn't. I think the main question right now is, who has shock?
I honestly don't think anyone has it unless it's one of those DKs in the back. Although, yeah, because Les is also
stopping.
With them. But I mean, no matter what happens with the shock, it's not going to be a favorable outcome for Twong.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, there's probably going to be a blue in place soon as well. But he's choosing to not chain, potentially get a horn, so that makes me feel like Prestige is also in second. There's a red. Okay.
Well, you say that.
I'm not. It's kind of. I don't know what he was really thinking there. Maybe there's a blue in play. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
All right.
I think there's a streaming first though.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Although, yeah. So that was a RE shock. I'm not sure if Hathaway did get the set. Yeah, he did. But Impo's not gonna be able to, or Toe's not gonna be able to dodge the blue. Someone. I think that's an RE member in first. Guess we'll find out. I mean, there's a Roy. Yeah, I think that is Sebas. Ryan's gonna have to be forced to use a star. And he trails Hathaway. It's looking pretty good for Prestige right now. But that is Les up there in the front as well.
Hmm.
Twonk may just want to hold on to the stream, I think. Make sure he can take the cut.
Yeah, oh damn, got taken out with the shrooms.
But he still has more to back it up.
He does, yeah. I think Tynan's probably going to overtake him though, because he's got a lot more fuel in the tank.
Yeah, so that's going to be a really good
race of Prestige.
Ryan's up there as well. Sebas is along with him, and that's going to be Les also. So it's going to be a 1-3.
First.
That's a bottom 3 for Prestige.
Oh, never mind. Wow, I thought that was a really good race of Prestige.
I think it still should be a winning race unless it's like a +2. It's a +12 for RE. Did not expect that one, but the bottom 3 really can kill the race there.
Yeah, so. Bottom 3 is it hurts, dude. The only way you can win a race with bottom 3 is I'm trying to think actually. I can't even remember.
You gotta go top 3? No, top 2.
Yeah, top 2. Yeah. The top 2 was a +2, right?
No, it's a tied race. So.
All right.
Bottom 3 is basically always not a favorable outcome, but score right now after 3 is 130 Prestige to 116 Requiem, so it's a 14-point difference between the two.
Yeah, Prestige is still just about holding on to a lead though after race 3. Gonna go to gonna go to
Arena.
DEA Excite Bike Arena for race 4 now.
So I'd say like basically every track we've played so far, apart from TM, has just been, I'd say, shock reliant in a sense. I mean, obviously Excite Bike, it's less common than other tracks, but people still have to go for it, and we're probably going to see a few people hit the brakes at the start. You
say except for TM, but well, I still think it is kind of a shock reliant track, just nowhere near as much of one. Because the shock can still do a lot of damage on TM with the glider at the end.
Yeah, I mean, just the track's also just long in general, so shocks can kind of be a bit frequent. Twong's probably going to not. Okay, so he just opts to go around the cut to, I guess, just be as far away from first as he can be.
Yeah. Who's that was got taken out? Was that Ryan's? Who was taken out?
Oh yeah, Ryan's is up there in like
Oh,
8th
Ryan's is
or
up here.
something. I'm not sure
Yeah.
who's in last at the moment, but I would not be surprised if it's a prestige member.
Not going to get the box. That's unfortunate. Roberto is dragging a green in around 5th. He's going to throw it up. It's not going to connect, but it's still going to be bouncing around.
So you see Roberto use the horn, is able to, I believe that's an RE member that he just took out. And it's going to be looking like a 4-5. Might be a 2-3-4 for prestige.
Oh,
and Nitro gets taken out, so it's going to be top 3. There's fire and forward. Dan's going to try his best. Ryan's evades it, but he has to give up his first place.
Has a red.
It's going to be
He's going to take it.
Tynan. So, I mean, this pack's really close right now. Twonk just going to hope to get the double, which he does. Yeah, I'm not sure how he got that.
Yeah, it didn't look like he should have. Oh, no. Triple green from
sure.
someone. Yeah.
See Roberto in last 2. This is like bottom 4 for prestige right now.
Yeah, this is not looking good. But also at the same time, the pack is somewhat tight.
You really want a golden here.
Yeah. Can he get the double?
Yes, barely.
These greens.
He's gonna go through the greens, yeah, but this is still 9 bottom 2 for prestige. So they're gonna be members in the front.
Missing the MT. Unfortunate. It's bottom 3 right now. Prestige, never mind. Nitro's going to fall back a little bit. So is Les.
Les also. If there's a red coming in, is that going to connect? That's going to connect with Les, but he breaks it with the boomerang. And Roberto's just going to get past there. That's a top 4-6 for Requiem.
Whoa.
And just like that, they're going to take the lead. It's going to look like.
That's a huge swing on Prestige's pick, no less. I'd like to highlight that.
So it's a plus 32 race for Requiem. They're going to be up 18 after the first Grand Prix.
Yeah, that's a huge blow. Still not over, though. Nowhere near over. Still got another 7 races. Or 8 races? 8 races, right?
Yes, 8 races.
Yeah, that was race 4, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought that was race 5 for some reason. Might be. I will hold the L on that one. I think we're going to be going to RWS. Yeah, and so I think here's when... This is what you're saying, dude.
And this is what I'm talking about. If Requiem can...
Yeah, when RE get one good race and they manage to get the picks. Oh, like it's just...
Yeah, it can be a tough task, to say the least, to take them out, but... I mean, these guys have, I'd say, probably the best chemistry out of any team in the game right now. They've been playing with each other since the start of 8U, basically. So, they know each other's strengths, they know each other's weaknesses. And I mean...
Someone's pulled triple bananas up in around 4th. He's not opting to throw them away, though. He's going to go wide.
Ryan's, actually. You see Julian with a shroom in 4th here. No one gets taken out by that green somehow. And Tynan's pretty set, I think, with these double shrooms.
Ooh, there goes.
Damn, that's going to be Toad in 1st. Yeah. So Seba's going to be hoping to get some reds here. We see Roberto behind him in 4th.
If he gets a shroom and then a drag, which he may have just done, actually. Seba's holding a shroom. Oh, no, first is actually gone.
Yeah, it's got to have defense, I think.
Yeah, first is a little bit further ahead than I initially thought. But Sebas with these reds.
So he's going to... 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now for Prestige, so it's...
Yeah, and if Sebas can chain these reds, then this is going to be huge for Prestige. But we don't know what Les has right now.
Yeah, I think it's
in the back.
Really realistically with the shock. Like, if he gets it, the first chance I'd say like he can realistically get it is at this next set right here.
Not just a shock, it could be a blue as well. I mean, we see him going to a star, so never mind. But
I think he took out
Toad. Oh, Sebas!
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but he wants to be shrooming up, hopefully cutting down that lead just a little bit that Toad has. And we see Sebas get hit out again, Roberto also, and this top 2 is really far ahead of the rest of the pack.
Yeah, Toad's he's gonna try and take out Tynan if he can, I think. I think he's only got bananas though. Is he gonna drop it tight here? No, he's probably gonna just trap the double if possible. Or attempt to. Oh, but here come the reds. Never mind, just one.
Not what you want right here. But yeah, it's looking like this top 2 is pretty set in stone, so it's really gonna come down to the middle of the pack. Dude. We see Roberto in 5th there, so...
This shroom. Can Tynan take
I don't think it's gonna be enough unless he gets a trail, which he does. He drops it in tight. He can just red him out anyway, but he's gonna take over first. Is he gonna?
Yeah.
No, so yes, oh, that's unfortunate for Les. He's holding the blue the whole race. Also.
Yeah. But we don't know what the other spots are.
Yeah, it's 2, 3, 6, 9 bottom 2, so that should be a little bit of a winning race for Prestige because they got
I think it's a little bit more than I think it's a little bit more than a little bit. I think it's around like a +10, right? For Prestige.
Guess we'll have to wait for the scores to come in. Yeah,
And
it's
it's
gonna be
exactly a +10.
So they're gonna cut that lead. I'd say basically in half. They're only down 8 after 5 races. So we're gonna be going to the halfway point here with a pretty even war. You see
I mean,
TikTok.
we're not.
And, like, we're going into it though.
Oh, all right, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. You see, all right.
I was gonna say, is it infectious or no?
Yeah, we see. I mean, 2-3, pretty obvious. I think pick here for Requiem with the DS. TikTok, one of I think Tynan's better tracks. Just the random
Oh,
bone dry,
hello.
because why not?
What do we have here?
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of Requiem switches to Strudel, especially since
Yeah.
everyone picked and the countdown was still going. That's usually a good indicator.
Yeah, there's not really that much of a penalty being Streetle on a track with basically no
I don't think there
anti-drag.
is any anti-gravity. I think it's just straight up a glider.
Yeah, it is.
That's the only like difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know how they'd make TikTok lock anti-gravity. It doesn't look like anyone switched to Streetle though, or Landship. So Swonk, I think, is just gonna be hoping that he doesn't get bumped here early on and just maintain his first.
Yeah.
But
I can
obviously,
see.
probably gonna go through the middle path since it is the fastest.
Yeah.
Although he's gonna have to beware of
see
the bumps here.
Oh,
And he's gonna get
yeah.
bumped off, but and he pulled triple nanas in first. So dude, he would have been totally set, but now he's gonna be starting from the back. So that
He
just
was the only
opens-
one who got bumped off as well, it looks like.
Yeah, we also
9,
saw
10, 12 for Prestige.
So you can assume that Requiem's probably in, I'd say, at least 2 of the top 4 right now, although we do see a Waluigi get hit.
Sebas lagging on the map. Oh, I think he fell off.
Yeah, Roberto's
It's
back here.
bottom
Roberto
3.
might just be like,
Bottom
yeah, I'm going
4.
for the
Never mind,
shot.
Les is back here now, but single stream in 10th.
Fails the
Uh-oh.
cut as well. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Tonk right now. He's gonna
Yeah.
be starting last one to lap 2.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's a lot easier to fall in that little. Jeez. It's a lot easier to fall down that really small gap than you think. Yeah, Roberto's going to try and go back for a shark, but he's going to pull a bullet bill instead. I'm not quite sure what Les is holding right now, but he's gone into a star. What we can only really assume as a blue. We'll have to see if he's going to hold it.
Well, if he's just holding it through his set, then you can assume that it's probably
Yeah.
Ryan's in first.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's just going to hold it for his teammate Ryan's, but there's
But
just
I think
all
it's
the
like-
prestige back here.
I think Requiem might be like 2 through 6.
Yeah, honestly, they might be. Because Les is in last, but that's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we saw Sebas, Julian, Roberto, obviously Tynan's here as well. So it can really only be Julian or Ryan's up there.
Yeah, and if Ryan's, assuming it is Ryan's in first, if Ryan's does get taken out, then this is not looking good. Rowe is going to fall back, which is something. Ooh,
One thing to note is
okay.
that first place is so far ahead that like 3rd,
Whoa.
4th, they're going to be getting really good items here.
Gonna chain this now? Yeah, he's built up.
So you should be able to pass a few people, but it's looking like it's only going to be his teammate.
That's gonna hit someone behind the line. No, it's
That
not.
was-
Bit of lag.
Yeah, so Julian got hit out as well. This should be a really good
Did
race
he?
for Requiem here. Yeah, he finished 9th.
Oh yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 for Requiem. The 2, 3, 5 is gonna be huge. The 10, 12 gonna nullify it a little bit. That's most certainly gonna be a winning race for Requiem there.
It's only going to be a +4 though.
Mm.
Thought it'd be a lot more, but I guess that that 10-12 is going to hurt them a little bit. But after the halfway point, Requiem up by 12, so still anyone's game, obviously. But I have to say this is kind of what I expected. I didn't think it'd just be
Yeah.
one team totally running away. But I think the hugest play so far of this whole war was honestly just Kwonk getting into first on RWS. Like, as weird as that sounds. But like preventing Ari from chaining first into first into first. That just helps Prestige a ton. We're gonna be seeing Plant Slide. These are basically every team's signature track here. Plant Slide, obviously. You have Roberto as the inward biker, and bikers
Yeah.
usually have a bit of an advantage. But I mean, Zealous played Plant Slide. DVP usually picked Plant Slide, and since Prestige is just kind of a lot of those members together, you just kind of see them pick it as well.
Yeah, personally, I actually kind of hate both these tracks. But anyway, going into race 7, Piranha Plant Slide is the track. We have to see if RE can keep their 2, 3, 4, 5, which I think one of them's already burnt out. So that's the answer to that.
Yeah, you see
Unfortunate
Ryan's
bumps.
on first. It's just gonna be able to hold. I don't know what Nitro got hit
Whoa,
by, but
Sebas. That had to be Sebas's triples, but okay, dude. All right, let's chill. I think if Prestige is around to... Oh, no!
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Dam's just gonna expand his lead in the first, but it's not gonna be good news for Athway here. He's gonna get hit
Is
or
he?
not. Okay.
I'm not
Would've
really
been
sure what I'm
interesting.
looking at right now. Is
Yeah,
this really
this is
happening?
an interesting experience to say the least.
Triple greens. That's quite a lot of RE in front of him.
He does
Oh!
get Athway though, and he gets
Two.
Les as well.
Double kill.
So that is Sebas in second at the moment, but Toad and Dam up there in 1-3.
Yeah. Is that a bomb in first?
I guess.
I think that's a bomb in
yeah,
first.
Yeah, that is a bomb in first. So
Uh-oh.
Julian's gonna have to be careful
Get out of
here.
the way, Julian.
Tynan's just gonna get more triple items, and
Oh, and there we go. Oh, wait.
they hit each other,
I think it did.
and now Tynan has his own bomb to deal
Oh,
with.
God.
But this is 1-4-5 right now for Requiem, 2-3 for Prestige, and Angel's
Let's
is gonna.
hope triples.
Where are these items coming
Whoa.
from?
Gonna be holding onto this bomb. He can't really do much with it right now, can he? What's he gonna? Yeah, he's just
go
gonna
around,
have to.
it's
Yeah,
smart play.
let's say. Nitro's holding a horn. I'm not sure if he can do much with that. Oh
Les
yeah,
may have something. He's pretty far back, and he's only used the
is.
star. So I guess we'll see. But I don't think he's at shock distance just yet.
he's okay.
Yeah, this is why
he's too
not a
close
fan,
for shock
yes.
now. But oh, he's missing the box as well. Can he get one here? Yes, he can. I'll have to see what he gets. Triple shrooms maybe. Triple shrooms.
He's
Okay,
also in the back, bottom 2 for RE, but
yeah,
9,
8,
11.
9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think.
it's really this is just gonna come down to who's in the front, honestly,
And-
because both these teams are
Oh.
pretty much sharing the back. And he's gonna land.
But all of. He's gonna have to hope he doesn't take any of.
I think.
Prestigious
I don't think
rooms.
he did.
I think
Actually,
no, he may have.
it might have been Roberto, but I don't know.
I think that was a good race for RE.
Yeah, top
Oh.
3, 5, 7. So they're just gonna expand their lead, and it's not looking too good, especially on Prestige's pick. That they're just gonna be like, yeah, this is our track
Yeah,
now.
it seems like quite a lot of prestigious picks. If they've just gone in Requiem's favor, have they not? Because there was DEA where they got what, top 4, 6,
And
and now Plant Slide, where as you said it was a +20 for +22 for Requiem. Now gonna extend their lead to 34 points after race 7. But 34 points it's doable to come back from.
I mean,
in 5
we
races,
a
it's
plus
just
32
difficult.
race, so anything's doable, obviously.
Yeah, it's not exactly the spot you want to be in, obviously, but it's definitely doable. They have to try and get this pick here though, because if Requiem get this Hyrule Circuit pick, which they don't, then they would have likely been able to just extend it even further. But, we're
Yeah,
going
but
to
Cheeseland-
Cheeseland.
Again, it's another neutral track, and it's just another starter track. Sorry. It's just another neutral track, but it is, again, a bagging track, so... Shock definitely going to be in play here, and it's going to take away their top 3 for sure. And we're going to see probably, I'd say, at least 4 or so just not start and chill at the first set for a little bit.
Okay, right. So, a question for you now, Mikkel. Those forks at the starting line, how big do you think they actually are?
I don't know.
They're pretty big.
You can see like Waluigi and like all those people are like normal size.
Exactly.
people.
That's the thing. Because
I
if you get impaled by that, I mean, I don't want to talk about that, but I mean, I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my head. It's big, dude. It's big. Anyway,
I mean, half of this game makes no sense. So
oh, well, yeah, I
kind of
guess.
a-
We are literally on just a world made of cheese right now. I mean, that's all really we need to say right now.
but it looks like Les is in first at the moment,
There's a blue.
and whoever's in last is super far back. Like,
Yeah, they're really far back. Is that a top 3 right now for Requiem?
depends who's in second, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Julian.
I think it's either... Wait, it's someone on a scooty, I think.
Oh,
it
it's
is top
yeah,
3.
so it is top 3.
Wait, it was top 3.
I think if I'm Tynan, I just hold on to these shrooms maybe instead of going for the double cut. Or maybe
Well,
no,
but the
or-
thing is... Uh-oh.
yeah, that's kind of why. So now he's probably getting a coin here.
No, but the thing is,
we
for all we know, there could have been a shock.
so
So,
we'll find out pretty
yeah.
soon. But we're going to lap 3 here. Les is the point launch just getting
Oh.
comboed right now. But Sebas is coming up. He's gonna have 2 shrooms. The double cut.
there's a red though going for Sebas, I think. It's gonna hit Roberto instead. Excuse me. There's a
the
shock.
I think this is a prestige shock considering they all
Oh,
got in the first
oh.
set, and he's Bill's.
Dude, I knew that was coming before it happened. I could see it. These triples, yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Tynan right now.
He looked like he was in a really good spot because he was getting the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, another shot comes in. That's gonna
Okay.
Ryan's actually because he was in the middle of the cut there. So
What
this is anyone's game right now
we
going to the last
have
set. Roberto gets taken out. Here comes people through the cut. Dan might be able to take out Julian. He's not going to connect.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I don't know what spots any team got that race.
Yeah, like that last shot ruined everything.
One
This is a
three
pretty
five.
split race, I want to say.
Yeah,
Although
1-3-5, 9, 10, 12.
It's going to hurt a little bit.
That's a. I'm
Literally
gonna
need a
guess
race.
Okay, I was about to guess a +2 for Requiem, but yeah, close enough. All right. 1 GP to go.
1 GP to go. We're looking at a 34-point difference between the two teams. And Prestige hasn't won a race since race 5, and they've only won 3 races this whole war. So something's got to change this last GP if they want to be the ones in the grand finals, to say the least. Or else they're going to be having to go through the losers bracket and be at a disadvantage in the grand final, since obviously this is a double elimination bracket, so whoever wins this match is going to have 2 chances to take it all.
Yeah, in the grand finals. And the loser of this match goes against the winner of HD.
It's too unclear right now, I think.
Okay.
Because there's 4 teams, and then tomorrow at 1 p.m. we'll be streaming the losers semifinal.
Oh, that hasn't even been done yet? Oh, okay.
That's what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's the top 4 teams, so that's what's gonna go down tomorrow, which will all be casted live also. And Bone Dry Dunes, definitely an RE track. So Prestige gonna have to pull off something, because they need to be winning races now. Like, each race they're not getting a win on is just lowering their win probability even more.
Yeah, I'd say so. There's Red right now in second for Dayam. He's gonna choose his.
Oh, all right. I guess not.
there he goes into the sunset. There he goes.
Someone in last. I'm not sure who that is right now, but
it's a good question. And someone else just got taken out. I think that was Julian who just got taken out. He's going to be back as well. That green. Oh, yeah.
I think it was someone. I think that wasn't. Yeah, so it was an
That's Afterway? I think
it's gonna have to be weird with this trailer here with Ryan's, and Toad is right next to him with this horn. I don't know what. Oh, Ryan's is right next to him. He's gonna back.
Yeah, he's gonna get rid of it. Can he take out Toad here? He's gonna try.
He's gonna go for Dayam, I think. So
he's gonna threading
bounce, and it's not gonna.
Oh!
But okay.
Okay. Toad is still holding onto this horn. He's kind of waiting for a blue. If you're Tynan, you who's that with that fire? It's Ryan's.
Ryan. So he's gonna try and probably after the batters try and take out this horn to make sure that they can't have any defense against the blue. But I think the horn got stolen. So.
Oh come on, Ryan. That wasn't even.
Yeah. That is the worst case scenario. And we see someone coming out of a blue there. Not sure who that was. But it's looking like top 2 still for RE, but Prestige is right behind them.
3, 4, 5, 6 as well, because Sebas is coming in.
There's just a lot of team
dear.
there's just a lot of team kill going on right now. And
yeah, it's not really. It doesn't look like Prestige doing that much wrong. They just seem to be in the wrong places at the wrong time, if I'm being honest. That blue, what path is that going to take? That's going to go that way. Sebas. Okay. Sebas is holding a red. He's just going to have to hold it, I think.
Bomb comes in, though. Not sure who that took out. Might have been Julian.
Oh, God. What is happening? Ryan's has fire. Red, sorry.
And there's a bomb that's going to take out someone in RE. That may have hit Ryan's.
It may have hit Ryan's. I think that's still a top 2, though, for RE.
That's not all the way back. Yeah, it's going to be a top 2-5, so this should still be a little bit of a winning race, if not another tied race. But
that's basically the same, dude, as last race.
Not what you want.
Top 2-5, 9, 10, 12. Dude, that is... Okay, would you believe that is the exact same spots Prestige got last race, apart from instead of top 2-5, it's 1-3-5. Wow. The exact same spots. And yeah, that's going to be a -4 for Prestige. So just little by little, it looks like Requiem is going to be running away with this.
Well, the thing is, if you're Requiem right now, you want the golden number, which is being ahead by 40, since obviously a top 6 is a 40-point difference. So if you're above by 40, even if you get the worst race possible, you still have your lead. And with 3 races left, that's really all you can ask for, is just to maintain and prove that it's your tournament to win.
Yeah, and even if Prestige, say, this next race were to get a top 6, it's still anyone's game. it would only be a 2-point deficit for Prestige. So gonna go to Gold Mine for race number 10 now. Have to see if Prestige can benefit from the drafts.
I really like this pick. Goldmine, I think, is my favorite drafting track in the game, just because you have like the first like 3 or 4 turns to just like draft, and I mean, there's not really many variables besides like getting pushed off, but that's really only if you go too far left, I'd say.
Yeah, we'll have to see if anyone does get pushed off here. Doesn't look like it.
I'm just gonna hold the middle, and he's gonna be coming into first, but he drifted too early, so he's gonna end up falling off the track.
Oh, 2 of RA being taken out though, both Athaway and I think Rowe, was it?
Yeah, but he's just gonna try and
right in between them.
You see Les up there in the front. He might be able to take first, but he gets taken
Never
out.
mind.
So...
He's, I think, got hit off. Oh no, he didn't. Never mind. Looked like he did.
So I know Seba's in the middle there, but I think it's a fair assumption to say that Julian's probably up there in first.
Yeah, but you see why he spun out at the start.
It is a Roy peeking in the first right there, so it's gonna be Sebas. And there's gonna be someone in last, and that's, I want to say it's Athaway.
I think, yeah, I think it is, because Rowe he's back up into like 9th now.
Yeah, but one key thing about Warriors Goldmine is that there are just no shortcuts, so the only way you're really getting speed is at Golden or if you're dodging. So that might be what they're looking for right now. And Ari's back here, so this could be really good news for Prestige at the moment.
Oh, that's triples! That's actually a really good pull right now for Sebas. Trying to throw them up. They're going to hit each other.
So I'm trying to connect with one more that's going to fall off the track, so it's still 6-7 for Prestige. Rowe holding on to 4th, and that's Roberto in 4th also.
Yeah, Les has fallen back to 12th now. Roberto's got fire. Will he back this? I think he's trying to coordinate with Tynan, telling Tynan to go wide, but no, it's a bit too risky because Sebas is up here in 6th as well. He's got a boomerang. He's going to try and connect with Rowe.
You see Les stopping at the back there for a second. That Nana's going to hit off the roof, and that's going to end up being Toe trailing, and he's just going to connect with the boomerang. Is this top 4 for Prestige?
It looks like it.
There might be top 5 too if Sebas is in 5th. Oh, it's Roberto. Wait, is this top 6?
Is this top 6? No.
Someone got taken out of first.
Oh, damn.
Taken out, so it's top 3, the minimum for Prestige right now. But
there's a blue. That's going to connect at the line, I think.
I don't think so. Yeah, Julian's barely going to make it. This is top 3, top 4, but I think Sebas is going to take it out. This is going to be a really huge race for Prestige at the moment. We'll see what the comes out to be. That's top 4, 7-9. And just like that, they're back in it.
They are right back in it. I think they're still down by around 10 points, maybe. But like 8 points. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go.
We have a war.
Here we go. We are kind of getting into the nitty gritty now.
So it's going to be a plus 30. And yeah, the one thing I've noticed is that Les is always the one holding the blues. And at the last moment, his team is just getting hit out. So he's just stuck there in last. And
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You're still helping the team. You're doing a lot. If you're holding a blue show, you're doing a lot more than you probably think. Because if you can secure that first place is a huge haul of points. 15.
Yeah, I mean, a difference between getting first and second is a plus or minus 6 differential.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah, we're looking at just 8 points separating the two. Yoshi Circuit for Requiem, Mount Wario for Prestige, and if you're Prestige, you're like praying, Mount Wario, please. But I think it's going to be Yoshi Circuit. So, we're going to have another shock-infested race that's going to appear. Maybe even 2 shocks will come out this time, but
that toe's kind of popping off right now.
I know, dude.
I just realized that.
It's clutch times call for clutch measures. But I mean, a plus 8 is like literally nothing. Like a top 3 bottom 3 is a plus 4. So realistically, any top 3 and just not the bottom 3 should give you the lead, I'd say.
Julian pulling a first place banana. Not like it really makes too much difference. Athaway's going to be shooting into first. I think he's the only one taking the cut.
And we see Les and Roberto back there in the bottom 2. And I mean, I think this is really going to come down to who gets the shock here in the pick next race. Like, this is for the grand finals. Like,
yeah, most definitely.
Tynan's just going to throw the reds. Road does still have 1 revolving green, so he's going to be able to block this next red coming at him. But Twonk should be able to take the cut.
It's top 2 right now. Athaway and Rowe are kind of...
He's taking pretty weird lines, I'd say, so maybe he knows something's up. Yeah, there's the shock. That's a Prestige shock for sure.
That's definitely, yeah. See quite a lot of Prestige dodging in the back. They're going to be coming up now. There goes Angel.
I believe we should see a few more soon with potentially these streams. But this is an early shock, so this definitely means that another shock could be in play later on. But Les is all the way back there, so he's going to need to catch up.
Yeah, he's taking the build strat right now. He got shocked out of last, I think. Oh, Jesus.
Honestly, I don't think this shock's going to have a crazy difference on the race. I think they just use it. I think maybe both teams had it, so they just use it in panic. Yeah.
There's another
the RE shock.
Very good call, Mikkel. Or is it an RE shock? Here comes Roberto.
But I think this means that that's probably the last shock this race is going to have.
Yeah, likely, because there's a 30-second cooldown. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Hathaway pulling another shroom.
Yeah, but she's going to get taken out.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get...
Yeah, eye for an eye, though.
This is anyone's game. The spots are super mixed right now.
Can he get a box? Yeah, just about. See what he can pull. Star and triple streams.
Les is taken out. They're bottom 2 right now. We see Sebas also in the back, but that's Roberto in first. I would assume Prestige could be top 3 at the moment.
7, 8, 9.
Bottom 3 Prestige. I don't think they're gonna pass him.
Yeah, it's bottom 3.
Could it be bottom 4? No.
Oh no.
It's gonna be huge for Prestige. That's a top 5, 6, 8. So now the pressure's on RE to take them down in race 12.
This comeback has been kind of insane. Another plus 32 for Prestige.
Prestige has made up 62 points in the last 2 races. And they're at 24 with 1 race to go.
Damn, RE, they were, bottom 3, and then more and more of them just kept falling at the end. And then just like that.
Second shock for Letho. So I assume, I mean, it had to be one of them dots with the shock in the first one. That's why they used it so abruptly.
Damn, shock reliant team SMH. So anyway, going into race 12, gonna expect well, what track can RE go?
Dolphin Shoals?
Dolphin Shoals?
I guess, I mean, shocks do happen there sometimes, and you're pretty much banking on a shock for a plus 26 or more, although maybe some overtime, I don't know. The water park definitely precedes one of their stronger tracks. We're going to Dolphin Shoals.
It's quite interesting how after getting plus 62 in 2 races, Prestige are only up by 24. Because if Prestige can get a plus 32 last race and then a plus 30 the race before, it's definitely not out of the question for Requiem to at least get a plus 26 here on that pick as well. We'll have to see.
I mean, Requiem's gotten a plus 32 and a plus 22 just in this war, so they're definitely capable of it against Prestige. We see Aurora, that's going to be Sebas just chilling in the back. There is a Bill exploit here, so that's usually why you see people going in the back. But I think, honestly, if Prestige can pull the shot, it's basically game over for Requiem.
Yeah, I think so, because Requiem need to have a huge race here.
At minimum, they're going to need a top. Like, they're going to need at least like a bottom 3, I'd say, for Prestige, and then plus some.
I think there's actually a decent amount of Requiem at the top right now. We see... Oh, goodbye, Julian. Yeah, we see Dayan with a boomerang. Les is kind of chilling, just snaking right now. That green is going to go up.
It's going to bounce. I think if it... yeah, it's not going to... Oh, but it does connect with Les. But it just comes down to who's in first. I think Prestige is considering there's a bomb to shot aiming for the people in 2-3, but... See Roberto back as well. We see Sebas holding the dodge.
He has quite a lot of Prestige back here right now. Let's see if Sebas uses a star.
Looks like the top four is pretty separated from the rest as well.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of Requiem up there, but if Roberto has a shock...
Guess we'll see.
Well...
Sebas changed his dodge. He has a Bill. That's going to be huge.
Bill in 6?
Tynan's going to go for the little bit of a shroom cut here. That actually saves a lot of time, even though it may not look like it.
Getting into his Bill a little bit early, I think.
No, that should drop him off like at the set. So I think he should be fine.
Alright. Oh yeah, he's trucking right now.
I don't think there's a shock in play, and Prestige has all the power items right now. We see Nitro with the Bill. He's going to use this on the eel to take him to the line.
Yeah, I think.
Sebas got taken out as well.
He did.
We see Roberto in last as well. Is this bottom 3, bottom 4 for Prestige?
No, there's someone in 10th from Requiem.
Oh, yeah,
Les. But who's actually got taken out?
That's Dam getting taken out there. Angel hits a really, say, blatant banana. So
yeah,
it's really
but that's...
come down to who's here.
That's
see Twig fire at the end. Twonk fails the strat. He's going to lose spots. This could decide the war, maybe.
No, I don't think so. It was 3-5.
So let's see who got first. That's top 3-5. That's not enough. That's not
No,
enough.
it's not.
10-12 killed it, I think.
Yeah, top 3, 5, 10, 12. It's a good race, but it's not a plus 24. Yeah.
Cat's only a plus 16, so that bonus shot killed it. It's gonna be a 496 to 488 final. Prestige takes it.
Oh, Prestige. Dude, race 10 and 11. Those races honestly were the dagger here.
Yeah, I mean, plus 62 in 2 races. You pretty much can't get better than that.
I mean, you can.
Okay, but
hate to say it, bro, but you kind of can.
But like, I mean, that last GP, a plus 30, a plus 32, and a 16-point differential, like, crazy stuff.
It's crazy.
But Prestige is gonna be the favorites for this tournament tomorrow. They got 2 chances to win it all against whoever's gonna come out of the loser side.
Yeah, gonna be going through to the grand finals.
And we're gonna be casting it all tomorrow here on the MK Central Twitch. I believe starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, which is I think 7 p.m. Europe time.
Yeah, it will be 7 p.m. CEST.
Make sure to stay tuned there. Should have a lot of wars coming at you. And thank you all for watching. Once again, congrats to Prestige for winning. Requiem will be in the losers finals against whoever they play. Prestige in the grands. And we'll see you all tomorrow. See ya.
Yep. Peace.